Welcome to the fourth Talent Pathway assignment video. Today we're going to be looking into talent pathways themselves. To kickstart this topic, what should a successful pathway consist of? Well, according to Rongen of Leeds Met, a successful talent pathway should consist of the following: a high quality training environment, realistic goals and perspectives, making sure an athlete is ready to perform, work on the holistic development, so working on a multitude of sports and skills so they'll become a more well-rounded athlete. This is evident in many current professional athletes like Ben Stokes, who grew up playing cricket, rugby and football, AB de Villiers, who grew up playing a very high level of rugby, tennis and cricket. He had the choice of all three and he decided to take cricket on into the professional game. Next, it is vital to push the athlete outside of their comfort zone. As Lionel Richie once said, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So in order to achieve new heights, we must stretch the comfort zone outward. There is no other way to bring new opportunities into our current experience. Finally, prepare the athlete for the elite life. So making sure their diet is right and their work off the pitch is enough to keep them at the top level. Martindale et al. In 2005 suggests that long-term aims and methods should involve vision, purpose and identity. It should involve support and should have a coherent message that provides support networks and utilises role models. It is vital that early success isn't prioritised and that development is appropriate. This is to look at the big picture rather than focusing on the small-term achievements. This is done by providing a stage-specific learning structure. There are three different aspects of a talent pathway system, which are recruitment, development and performance. However, these traditional pathways won't always work for everyone. Talent is messy. Athletes all develop physically and mentally at different stages of their lives, which makes these pathways extremely difficult to go by. The real pathway is much more complex, as we can see from this diagram. You may enter the talent pathway system from different walks of life. You may be at university, who has been scouted from the ages 18 upwards. You might currently be in the professional system. You may have come from a club outside of school or come from school itself. The real pathway is much more complex, as we can see from this diagram. So if you were the ages under 13s to under 14s, you would have come through a club or school, which will then push you through to scholarships or other elite talent pathways from the ages 14 and above. From this, you get put into Category 1 academies or Category 3 academies. Category 1 branches off into professional and university, whilst Category 3 branches off into the community and as well as the university. Now let's delve into some of the issues with talent pathways. According to Fletcher and Hanton in 2003, as well as Woodman and Handy in 2001, there are too many attributes to what could affect the development of an athlete within their journey to the top. Firstly, let's look at the environmental issues. Selection, so depending if you get selected for the right teams at the right times. Finances, is it too expensive? So sometimes you may be required to go to a private school in order to take the next step in the talent pathway system. Next, the training environment, the accommodation, travel. Are you travelling up and down the country and is this travel provided or do you have to provide this yourself? The type of competition an athlete may come across may determine the level at which they perform. Personal, the athlete's lifestyle, for example their diet and exercise, any injuries they may have sustained whilst playing, goals and expectations, so the pressure the athlete may put themselves under or how realistic these goals and expectations actually are. Leaders, the different type of coaches that an athlete may come across could influence their progression. If their coaching style doesn't merge with an athlete, then it could result in them dropping out of the talent pathway system. As well as this could be their overall coach-athlete relationship, as this can depend on the amount of playing time or position the athlete may be given by their current coach. This can either be a positive or a negative for any athlete. Finally, team issues. The team's atmosphere is a team going through the forming, storming, norming or performing stage may affect a particular athlete's performance and outcome. The social networking of the team, the particular role an athlete may have in that team. Are you the quiet one? Are you a loud and boisterous character? And to finish off with, the communication with the rest of the players in the team.